G'day all, Has here. Just a short one today. I'm down at Bunbury for a bit of a holiday with family and friends. We have the camper and a whole lot of things to keep the kids and ourselves occupied. Of course, some of those things involve catching things from the water. While I would have loved to kayak and crab from the Leschenault estuary, the nature of this holiday and the various ages of the kids means we're staying closer to the camper and the town. That's not to say we're staying off the water. We had a great time catching pint-sized whiting and tarwine from the Preston River, and hooked a few decent crabs on a couple of nighttime expeditions. I didn't film these. It's more important to be present in those moments than capture them on film. My camera didn't even leave my bag until our final day, when insomnia drove me from my sleeping bag. My destination? The Inlet Storm Surge Barrier. It was my last chance to catch a fish in Bunbury. I had no idea what I'd find, so I'd have to feel and fumble my way through. It was a chilly morning as I made my way to the Storm Surge Barrier. I had my medium combo with me, a 7-foot rod, 10-pound line and 12-pound leader. My lure of choice was a soft plastic minnow, rigged on a weighted, weedless jig head. The tide was on its way in, and the current was ripping through the gates. As I surveyed the area, I came up with my plan. I started by casting into the waters to the left of the current. I figured that predatory fish would be lying in wait in the calmer water, waiting to ambush disoriented bait fish. My retrieve was slow and measured, with a few lifts and twitches to get that minnow moving. Imagine my surprise when something smacked my lure on the first cast. As I wrestled the fish over the rocks, the bloody thing spat the hooks and made its escape. Apologies for the darkness. Here's that hook up again, with the brightness turned way up. A flathead. A bit of a surprise, but when I actually stopped to think about it, it was the perfect spot to find one. Ambushing prey along faster water near a channel is classic flathead behaviour. As the sun rose, I continued casting. When nothing else bit, I switched sides and tried my luck on the slower waters of the Kumbana Bay side. However, all I got for my troubles was a couple of snags. After re-rigging, I resumed probing the inlet for any signs of fish. After a close encounter with a seagull, I changed my approach. Instead of casting into the calmer waters, I sent my lure into the currents, allowing it to be swept along for a bit, before dragging it back into the shallows. The theory was to imitate a bait fish caught in the current and hopefully entice a strike from any waiting predators. I actually had a touch there. When fishing like this, I find it really important to not click into autopilot. Concentrate on every cast and every retrieve. Change it up and always know where your lure is. Keep your eye in right up until the lure exits the water for your next cast. You never know when a hungry fish is on the prowl. Luckily, I was running heavier line than usual, made it easier to lift the fish and secure the catch, especially with all the rocks around. A beautiful flathead, a blue spot. Different from the bartails back home, but gratefully accepted. I wussed out and used my sleeve to get a better hold. My hands were frozen at that point, and I had no intention of shredding my thumb.
The colours.
I love lure fishing. Every fish is a culmination of careful planning and thorough execution. Doubly so in this case, as it comes from a place I'd never fished before. As is my custom, the flathead was released to fight another day. And that does it for me. I still can't sleep, but at least I was doing something I love and clearing my head. As always, this video is dedicated to my 2 sons. No idea when the next session's going to be. In the meantime, if flathead are your thing, check out this flathead challenge. This is Paz, wishing you fair winds and tight lines. Cheers for watching.